Greetings and welcome, fellow tyrants, to return to the series of Let's Play Space Tyrant for a bit. Right, so after not having touched this game for a while, after some technical issues I had some while back, I decided, well, maybe it's time to look at it again now, to see whether or not it's actually something related to what I am doing, or what the game is doing. Also, Space Tyrant is due to come out on February 27th, so I figured now would be a good time to actually get some new sessions in. But of course, we will not be playing as the Hoplites, for while I do like the Bunny Clan, I think I've pretty much seen enough of those ships. Good ships, but, you know, time for something a little bit different. So I've unlocked the Bzzerk Union. Now, what does the Bzzerk Union actually have that makes them fun to play? I don't know actually, because I've only played one session with them and I got soundly beaten because they play quite a bit different to the Hoplite dynasties. Their strength is that they have very increased economy and very cheap ships. They do indeed. Lots of their cards generally give you money, even if you don't really need it. They are, however, their invasion die are such bullshit. From my opinion, if you can roll a 0 on a dice, that's a bad dice. The ships are also sort of weak, which is offset by the fact that you can just replace them quite quickly, but it does make the early game a little bit challenging because, well, your ship basically do almost no damage. Not until at least you get up to big ships. Now, like I said, I have already played at least one session, so I've managed to unlock the battleship and a couple of cards. However, I only have one commander and, well, I still have the other ship. Now, whereas the Hoplite Dynasty, you can quite easily win not much of the game with just using basic ships like destroyers and frigates. That's not very viable. It's possible with the Bzzerks, I think, but you generally don't want to. But anyway, let's actually start getting going. We go with the Bzzerk Union. My invasion begins now. Right. So, other than that, most of the mechanics are pretty much the same across the two groups. Now, we are playing with a slightly more advanced version of the game, of course, because, well, they have made some changes and some updates and all that, so rewards and stuff will look differently, and certain information has finally been provided beforehand. But let's see. In the Hive world, we have... See, we can now also unlock new, improved or new tactics for use, which is kind of neat. Now, I'm kind of still looking for extra cards. So, a renewed assault card, 15 credits when I capture a planet. This will be difficult. Maybe. Let's see, what's this one? It's a control and crystal, industrial rejector. Yeah, let's go with Twisting Nebula first. Alright, so our commander is Bzzzt. He's got a skirmish line power, which is kind of neat because it makes little ships a little bit more effective, which is something we certainly will need. The schemes you can get because of him are also kind of neat. Not really gotten everything yet, but for instance, the Savior of the Hive is kind of a neat card. If you lose 3 space battles, you can just basically summon a new fleet complete with large ships. Very useful. But other than that, not much else I can do. So let's begin. Alright, so this is also a very neat information screen. Neutrals ally with Senate. Senate is moderately attacking, and we get unrest from agitation. Yeah, because I think they've realized that they needed to speed up certain conflicts, so... well, I may not be getting it in this mission particularly, because it's fairly early on. But certain sectors will have passive resistance, which essentially increases the unrest by 1 every turn. Which does mean hurry a bit up, but that's fine. Right, so we have some basic cards like the Strike Patrol, which I could use. We have Insider Trading, which is 15% of current credits. Kinda want to save that until I have a slightly higher level of income so I can stack it. Or just do Mad Science and gain 1 tech at random. Now, since I do not have the downsides of the Hoplite clans, of the Hoplite dynasties, I get all the access to all the technologies at the same time, and my hand size is 4, which is why I have 4 cards. Alright, let's see. It's just a cruiser with some destroyers. Now, as you can see, the damage on these are pathetic, really. Yeah, even on the frigate. Now, the frigate does have a very neat weapon because it's a beam weapon, which never misses. Very useful. It's just very weak. Let's get some free frigates. And also 1 more destroyer. And might as well add the other one, because it's cheap. Right, let's unlock a commander for us. We'll definitely be needing that. Right. The mesmerizing life form. Well, I think I'll offer him lavish quarters. You get a psychic growing. The Hypnofrog is displeased with his quarters. For the next few days, all your servants report severe headaches, but stays on board. We have Psionic. Yeah, so now you can actually see what effects your choices have. More or less, or at least a chance of effects. It's still not a guarantee unless you pick a trait. But in most cases, that's fine. Now. Luckily my ships are quite cheap, but I kind of want to get up to battleships because the Painful Sting, that's just a very awesome weapon to have. Let's try to get this planet under our control. Damn. Oh well. Next turn. Yeah, see, just straight up 40 credits. Alright, that should make sieging a little bit easier. Play 40 crystal worth of cards. That's gonna take a while if I don't have any crystal worlds. Do I want to use the insider trading? Nah, wait another turn. I mean, we have very good income, even with the few plans we have. Another insider trading. Well, let's first get a tech. Alright, so we do have options for things, but let's see. I think I want to improve the armor on my, or the health on my destroyers first. Get a little bit of frontage, because most of the other ships can quite easily chew through my defenses. Let's also get a free tech. Escape pods, which is kind of neat. Yeah, the Bzzerk Union really likes its carriers. Really likes it. So any bonus you can get to fighter craft is definitely useful. Let's get inspiring. Now. Let's get the skirmish line going. Yeah, fighting slug ships is a little bit annoying because I do so little damage. And I can't really hurt the ships until I actually beat their shields. The blood fever, the Rigelian blood fever, the most feared plague in the verse has broken out. The populace is terrified as the infection runs rampant. Weaponize it. We have a bioweapon, which gives us a trade plagued and a plague bomb. Well, that could be useful if we can ever find something fortified. But it looks like that's not really a problem. Alright, I do want the cruiser back in line. Alright, let's get some new worlds. I mean, technically I have enough for a battleship, but let's stay cheap for a moment. Alright, I can't do anything, so I'll do nothing. It's another breakout, 2 ships destroyed, darn. But they are cheap, so... I'll save the death ray. Alright, so the Senate is also researching new ships. But now that's fine. Yeah, the hostile takeover is a neat card, but currently I could only do 3 damage to any planet. Not really worth it yet. Alright, let's just increase my income. And let's take this trade world. Alright, Stonehair is annoying because his meteor strike can pretty much one-shot any of my ships. Right, Bzzerk is leveled up. So now it might actually be time to start putting some battleships in that fleet. Batten the hatches. That's fine. Alright, let's get a ship in there. And there I rolled a 0. That's annoying. Alright, we have to take the long way around, which means the militia will be deployed. Ooh, a throbbing sphere. Buried deep in the crust of this world, you uncover a tiny alien sphere, throbbing with power. Despite its size, tests indicate it is a shield powerful enough to protect the planet. How will you proceed? Activate the device. It burns out. Damn. Well, better luck next time. Only one ship. Damn. Alright, calm down. Alright, we can summon another commander. Let's do that. He can protect Homeworld while we work on stuff back here. Right. Let's give our battleships some shields. Let's use the psionic. I don't need another destroyer, but I'll just sell it. Alright, well that's fine. In that case, you won't need to come back. So you'll just go that way. Alright, come on, give me a good card. I don't need more frigates. Alright, let's give this a whirl. Greenfoot. Well, I can handle Greenfoot. And now the other one. I don't need the magnetic chaff, that will only hurt my ship. I don't have any fighters. I'll just take the Inspire then. Right, growing threat. Ooh, Garrett the Pirate King has been raiding the system for some time, causing serious damage to local trade. Treating you with the respect due to a fellow monarch, he responds to your request for parley. Let's bribe him to leave. Bringing gifts of fine space brandy, you spend an evening drinking with the king, discussing the deeply misunderstood nature of tyrants. Moved by a new sense of kinship, Garrett agrees to leave the system. Well, that's nice. Granted, it's not quite as epic an outcome I had hoped for, but you know, you take what you can get. Alright, so now I can start moving out again. You know, at this rate, I'm never gonna be able to play all those cards. Alright, let's just get the mineral deposits. I mean, we're swimming in money. We can easily win this. All right. Let's hack the planet. Oh, we can upgrade it. Good. Well, we have plenty of money for that, so let's do that. Another trade world. That's very good. Slow lab. Well, that'll be fine. Ooh, thank you. Now there's a slight problem with fighting slug ships in that the shields will block my special powers a bit, which is really annoying. Alright, let's just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Right, so let's deal with this petty king. Let's sit down and talk. Ooh, we gained influence. We are diplomatic. And you can eat Death Laser. Yeah, it killed the big ship. Oh, stop doing that, please. I do so hate it when they use militia. It slows down the progress so much. Let's see. Not all that worried about enemy fighter craft. Let's get the enemy energy compressors. Make my flood damage dealers actually do some damage for change. Let's do a group hug. Right, let's just get all the volleys off. I mean, part of the reason why my frigates are less than useful is that because they have such slow fire rate. Now, I don't fully remember what the fire rate is on the hoplite things, but you know, it's pretty darn slow. Right, let's keep stacking the growing threats. At least the beam weapons never miss. Which is something you can't say for the hoplite weapons, which can definitely miss. Right, level 3. Yeah, I'm probably gonna win through control of planets rather than actually using the cards. Right, let's hack the planet, because why wouldn't you? You always want to hack your planet. I'll wait for interest. We can upgrade this. And let's move out. Right. Let's make that easier. Ooh, serial killer. Let's hire him as an assassin. Well, at least with a hitman. So that helps with that. Let's see, we need only one more planet. Which I can't get from here. Well, let's just move on. And let's make sure that you have a full complement. Yep, never gonna run out of money playing as these guys. Right. Right, my second Bzzerk is up to the next level, but we've won this. Yeah! Victory! Gain a card and a cloak. We earned no titles, but, you know, we made progress. And now we can choose a perk. Now, most of the perks you can get for this, for the Bzzerk Union, I've noticed really involve around getting more money. Not so much upgrading your ships or your commanders. So, I'm guessing that's probably a theme. Let's see. Let's do the strip mining operation. That might be useful in the long run, but that's enough for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.